Hey guys, welcome back to my second part of the review, which is more of a driving test. This morning I took the kids to school, and it was more of a practicality test. How practical is this pickup truck for a daily use with your family? Obviously, I'm not a construction worker. I have no business carrying loads in the back. But will this fit a urban lifestyle? Well, let's see. I'm now stuck in traffic going back home. It's rush hour traffic, so you would probably want something that's comfortable, that's spacious, good seats, that's quiet, and shifts gear smoothly. And amazingly, the answer today is the Isuzu D-Max 1.9. Well, it satisfies the fact that it's a small engine, so the taxes are lower. You pay lower road taxes. The pickup on driving, it does shift well actually. So what I've seen is that on automatic, it somehow goes to an economic friendly drive. Even when I pressed on the gas, it does shift, but I can see there's a bit of noise coming from the engine, and maybe that's diesel, but I think it's more of trying to tone down the engine so you kind of save fuel. When I drop it into manual, I must say this car actually moves. It really hauls its behind, if you know what I mean. And I drive a Continental car. To come here to say that is something, and I think that's to do with the torque in this car. This car has got 350 Newton meter of torque, apparently about 30 odd more than the outgoing 2.5 model. So they've somehow managed to give you a smaller engine, higher torque, higher horsepower, cheaper maintenance, lower road tax. The wear and tear on item also is lower. Apparently it's like 19% less wear and tear on items because they've somehow made sure that the friction of the motor, but the motor is less. So I'm just trying to find a fault with this pickup truck at this point in time. The only thing I can think of is maybe if you compare with a Ford Ranger, is the Ford better? I don't think it's better. I think they all stand their own ground. So in that sense, in a lot of ways, this is pretty much a competition to take over that kind of a lower cc market for pickup trucks. Because what do you want? You want space, you got space. You want comfort, you got comfort. You got the leather seats, you got the Android Auto, which I must say, the Android Auto on the premium spec is a must-have. It does work very well. Even the knobs in this car, how they've arranged the buttons and in fact the climate control, to me it's a big plus. It's well arranged, it's all in my fingertips. So yeah, it is a pleasant drive. Just thought about something. If you were to get this car in a two-wheel drive version, now I'm not sure how practical would that be, because for town use, obviously we don't need four-wheel drive. You're not going to get stuck in gravel, or you're not going to go off-roading. But excuse me, earlier while going to Bangsa for lunch, I somehow saw potholes and attacked them almost. I saw a divider, like, oh, can I just try to go over the divider, which I did. So if the purpose of a pickup truck is to do all those 4x4 goodness, does it make sense to buy a two-wheel drive? I don't know. All I know is this particular version, the four-wheel drive, the premium spec on 1.9 is fantastic. I would highly recommend it, or at least for those people who are looking to get a pickup truck, do consider this, because Isuzu is apparently the oldest car manufacturer in Japan. They're also one of the biggest in Japan. Their engine is second to none. Very reliable. If you go to Thailand and the southern parts, you'll notice that a lot of the pickup trucks there are using this. The fact that they've been very honest about bringing it to Malaysia. They could have brought this in long ago, but they made sure the car was working well because our fuel was inferior. So they're not fitted on this version. There is a pre-fuel filter, which helps to filter out the fuel to give you a better performance while driving. So now I'm on the that Mid-Valley Cheras Highway, and I'm doing 80 comfortably. I'm barely pressing throttle. I'm doing like 1001 in my RPM. If I go a bit faster now, if I just, let's say I want to overtake this car in front of me, let's see, yep, I'm overtaking again, 110. I'm doing like 1005, 1003. So if the RPM is an indicator of its stress on the motor, this car is hardly, this pickup truck is hardly being stressed for highway driving, because the torque is there. If you were to put some stress and load in the back, maybe we'll have some real life example. But again, I'm reviewing it from the point of view of not from a construction or from a commercial user, but from a office goer to get this pickup truck. What else? Oh yeah, the back, there was a tray there. I'm not so sure how strong is that tray. I'll try to find out how much weight it can support. That's the only thing which kind of bugs me. Other than that, I think it's spot on. So again, I'm just flooring it now. You see, as you floor on automatic, it takes a while to find the power to come back. It almost wants to be fuel efficient, and I think that's how the pickup truck is meant to be designed to be used, because fuel efficiency is a big thing. So when I floor the pedal, it takes a while, and it determines, I guess, the speed I'm going at, whether I need it, and then it comes in. But if I were to drop into the manual mode, and again, I'm now on 5th gear going at 80 at 1001. 1 second, let this car pass by. I put in my signal light and I want to overtake. I'm going to drop my gear. See? Immediately it picks up. Okay, it's 5th gear. Yep. I noticed though that if you're on a particular gear, it's I'm on 5 and I want to go to 6, I don't need to go to 6. It won't allow me to go to 6. It doesn't allow me to upshift. There's a beep that comes out. So listen carefully. Yeah, the beep that comes out. If I drop the gear, for example, from 5 to 4, 3, 2, no, again, there are safety mechanisms in place to make sure that you don't downshift or upshift more than its safety requirements. So even if you're not familiar or used to driving a manual Shiftronic gear on automatic, this will be an excellent choice, because there are safety mechanisms in place not to damage the gearbox. Again, it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun pickup truck to drive. See, again, at 100, I'm trying to press on the throttle, and it does kind of take a while to go up, almost as if the turbo is spooling up. I'm not sure what it is. But if I were to drop to manual and then I say I want more power, I go to 4. Yeah, it picks up. And 5. Yeah. Very easily I'm up to speeds that I shouldn't talk on camera. But yeah, it is powerful when you need it to be. But I guess the thing is, on this particular pickup truck, you are not going for speed. You're going for that comfortable is the word I use a pickup truck. In fact, not comfortable, it's more of that casual ride in a pickup truck. You're carrying things in the back, kids in the back maybe, just moseying along. It's a fuel efficient pickup truck, and it just lets you cruise, you know. Even in terms of handling, it does steer. So you go left, it goes left. I mean, it's very how do I say, it is pointy. It feels shorter. There it is. Oops. Emergency brake. Okay, that works. The brakes are soft, which is a good thing, because it is not bitey, and when you press on the brakes, there is a good linear progression up to the point that the car comes to a total stop. Pickup truck, not car. So I do like the brakes. It gets you need to get used to the brake system. Like now, again, I'm going and I'm pressing the brake. Yeah, it's very linear. You can press all the way down and then it stops. it is not bitey at all. It doesn't feel dangerous, whereby sometimes you get in a car and you brake and you're like not sure why suddenly it brakes. That's because the way they have set up the brakes, it's just not linear. So yeah, brakes, check. What else am I talking about over here? Yeah, look at this. So I'll lower down the aircon fan, sorry, and I'm going along. Okay, I'm just cruising now without the engine running. You hear that? Yeah. So there's almost no noise from the tires, and I thought these stubby tires there will be noise, but the tires are doing its job very well. And in fact, the funny thing was when the car was parked in a car park, I got out of the car. I could hear more noise in the cabin of the engine than of the engine from outside near the hood, if that makes sense. For some reason, because the car was idle, parked in a car park lot. Inside you could hear that kind of a sharp metal, like that metal more than the outside, and the outside it was absolutely silent. So I'm pretty amazed how they got a diesel engine for a pickup truck to be this quiet. Yes, it's pretty nifty. Yeah. Anyway, that's my review for now. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'm giving this car back to Chris today. And be sure to see Chris's review. I'll put up a link up here. And yeah, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.